Today we're looking at the unique function in Microsoft Excel. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So we're going to open this function, typing in unique, and then the default is selecting a column. So let's just select customer IDs here. We can go ahead and close this out. And you can see for each unique customer ID, it only returns it once. Now let's take a look at a similar case, but we have it crossed multiple columns. And so if we take this same thing and select this data, you can see that it repeats that customer. So it's not working correctly when doing it across multiple columns. And so let's take a look in here. Let's back up and check out. We have our next optional thing is to do unique by column. So if you're going across columns instead of down a column, then you need to return unique columns. So that would be true. And now we have just the unique customers when we're looking at that row. All right, so another thing we can do here, so we can do true or false for rows or columns. So if we do false, then we'll just do rows. And then we have the next option is we can return items that appear exactly once or return every distinct. So the default is return every distinct item. Now, if we do only items that appear exactly once by doing true, it's going to remove any ones that appear more than once. So this customer 7429, because it appears more than once, will be excluded. And so if you want to exclude anything that was duplicated, that would be a great way to do that. So next, let's look at some combos. So for example, here we have products and colors. And let's say we want to find all the unique combos of product and color. So we can just take this unique function and select our range here. And now we can see smartphone orange. So it has two results here, simplifies it to one, and then returns the unique results across multiple columns. Another thing we can do in here is we can actually sort our results, just like that. So S before T. Another thing we can do is determine which column you want to sort by. So default would be 1, we could do 2. In sort order, we could do ascending or descending. So they're the gray and then orange. And so you can choose to sort by the different columns that you are returning. Another thing you can do is in this unique formula, instead of returning those in 2 columns, we could concatenate these. So we could do this, and then let's combine them with a blank space in between. And then let's select our next column. Just like that. If we take a look there, now what we did have in 2 cells is combining into 1. So we have smartphone orange. Let's combine those and still reducing it to that 1. All right, so next, let's take a look at using a filter. So let's say we have this list here. So we could take products and get all the unique products. So let's say we want to select product like smartphone and get all the unique categories. So in this case, we could do this equals filter, and then we're going to get categories where product is equal to our product selection. And so that returns that. And so if we change that to smartwatch, we can see that. And now we could do this inside of unique and see those premium and budget just like that. And so it looks like tablet only has budget and the others have both premium and budget. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's do a filter on the whole table. Grab it like this, and then we'll filter where this product is equal to this product. And so then you can see the results there. All right, and then let's go ahead and add a unique to make sure we do not have any duplicates. Go, take a look at smartwatch. There we go. So now let's look at a very similar. Let's add a category here. So say we only want to see premium smartwatches. Then in our formula here, add this as a or. And so we'll wrap these in parentheses. And then let's do a plus. And then let's do E equals H35. So now it's going to do smartwatch or premium. So these smartphones here with premium or smartwatch. And so you see this budget smartwatch is showing up because we're doing or. So it's premium or smartwatch. And so if we want to turn this into a and, so it has to be both, we're going to change this plus into a times. So premium smartwatch, there's only one. Go to budget, that one. Smartphone, there's 2 budget smartphones. And if we go to premium, there's 3 premium smartphones. All right, so one thing to note, let's go back up to our top one, for example. Let's just do a unique on this column. There's pretty straightforward. Now, one thing to note is if we have a blank, we return this 0. And so this is kind of some odd behavior. Maybe you want to see this, maybe you don't. So if you don't want that to return a 0, what we're going to do is do a filter, and then we're going to make sure we remove any blanks. And so now, even if we have a blank, I'm not going to return that as 0. Another thing to consider, go ahead and put this back in here for now, is let's say you have some other data in here. And then we're going to do our unique formula, let's say across these customer IDs. So now we have a spill. And if you click on it, you can kind of see it's highlighting these cells here. So this is where it's expecting to go. It says a cell we need to spill data into isn't blank. And so if we just delete this, you can see now it's filling. But as long as this data is here, it's causing that error. All right, let's take a look at what would often be another error. Let's go back down to this one for a moment. Let's say we want to change this to product and customer ID. And so we want to do unique product and customer ID. And so if we try to pick these maybe like this or something like this, get this error. And so it says values in the form of the wrong data type. So what we need to do in this case, if we want to return just product and customer ID, we can use this function called choose. And then we're going to select 2, 1 and 2. And then in here, we're going to do our product and customer ID and close this out. And now you can see the smartphone, smartwatch, tablet, products, and customer ID. So then now in this case, if we want to pick a different, for example, category, we can switch that around and get those 2 non-adjacent columns to show up next to each other. All right, that is it for today for the unique function in Microsoft Excel. If you do not have Coefficient installed in Microsoft Excel, make sure to download it onto your Microsoft Excel worksheet. That way you can connect your data sources, automate your workflows, and start sharing live insights within Excel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.